I'm Zach. I'm the Regional Educator for the Northwest for Stumptown, and I'm going to answer some commonly asked coffee questions. So what roasts are our coffees? We call all of our coffees kind of medium-ish. Our approach to roasting is trying to highlight acidity and natural complexity without, while also adding some comforting chocolatey characteristics. Our aim is always that a coffee should work well black or with cream or sugar and whatever brew method you're using. But also the light, medium, or dark doesn't truly tell you what's happening in that coffee. The color on the outside and what flavors you're going to experience in the cup don't always match up kind of as easily as we hope. So what's the best way to store coffee? When you buy it, don't leave it on the dashboard of your car on a sunny day. Ideally, you're going to store it like everything else in your pantry in a cool, dark spot, ideally in an airtight container. Beyond that, as long as you're going through it within about a week, you shouldn't have any issues. So what's the best way to brew coffee? I always advise people that be honest with yourself and kind of what kind of person you are in the morning. If you're fine with something that is kind of very involved and time consuming, then maybe doing a pour over is up your alley. But if you're a little distracted in the morning, have a lot of stuff going on, maybe a French press works better. But of course, there's a whole myriad of devices on the market, and so there's plenty of room for exploration, and understand that, you know, you're also gonna change over time, right? But having a few in your cabinet is also helpful because they serve different purposes as well, and different coffees work better on one than on another, and you can kind of just grow your collection and really be able to kind of find what cup suits you best. So what is a cortado? Well, it's the only Spanish word on the menu, and it just means cut, right? And so the idea is that it's just supposed to be espresso cut with some milk. Similar to adding some cream to your coffee, right? So it's just supposed to be, you know, a couple ounces of lightly steamed milk on top of an espresso shot, kind of 130 to 140 degrees to make it kind of easily crushable and a nice little quick, mostly afternoon pick-me-up. Does Hairbender have more caffeine than our other coffees? No. And in fact, caffeine only is extracted through time, so a shot of Hairbender actually has roughly the same amount of caffeine as your small drip coffee. So if chasing caffeine is your goal, you always want to go with drip coffee or cold brew over espresso drinks. So how do I choose a coffee? I think it's always important to read the tasting notes on the bag. Coffee roasters do a good job of trying to tell you what that coffee will taste like. And also think about foods that you enjoy. If you're looking at tasting notes and it's stuff that you don't like to eat, you might not like that coffee. And finally, also think about how do you like to drink your coffee? Do you like to add cream and sugar? Well, you may want to shy away from certain flavor notes based on that. But also, taste the coffee before you add your cream and sugar, right? It's like salting your food. Also, variety is the spice of life. Change it up every once in a while. Well, I hope this helps you brew a better cup of coffee at home. Thank you for asking these wonderful questions. I'm Zach, and if you have anything else, feel free to drop them in the comments below.